Hey cookies, we got a brand new topping guide here for you today, all about this super epic cookie, Oyster Cookie. Excited about this one here because it's making waves in PvP and some of the meta, and looking forward to covering it here. On top of that, off the back end of the gotcha session that I walked through in order on how to get Oyster Cookie, you can certainly check that out here on the channel. So appreciate you tuning in. As always, thank you for your support. Timestamps are available to you down below where I break down Oyster Cookie. We give you the topping guide and why you're here and why it matters. And then we will go take Oyster Cookie out for a stroll with the fellow cookie team. Last but not least, pull it all together for a little bit of an outtake on today's episode. So thank you, cookies, for tuning in. Let's break down what we have going on here. Like I said, it's down below in the timestamps, and questions or comments throughout. Let me know. I love to hear that feedback. All right. Oyster Cookie, a super epic cookie here. One of the newest cookies to CookieRun Kingdom. It's a support cookie in the rear, so it's going to sit in the back. Now, it does a little bit of a different support here. That's one of the things I'm excited about, and one of the reasons why people are very excited about this in PvP as well. So here is what we have going on. Might of House Oyster. This is his second 17-second cooldown. Summon soldiers of House Oyster and increases the crit damage and crit percent and crit damage for herself and nearby allies for a certain amount of time. The summoned soldiers will immediately charge at the enemies, dealing damage. The soldiers have extra defense until the HP of their shield hits 0. Their shields will also resist knockbacks and flying. When Oyster Cookie receives a cooldown reduction buff, instead of cooldown reduction, the number of Oyster soldiers and their attack will increase. Huge. Counter to Eclair Cookie, for instance, soldiers charge damage at 560%. Oyster soldiers casters 71% attack, 179% defense, and 118% HP. It does a lot. You know, when these things do a lot, generally they're probably pretty good. Additional soldiers get an extra Oyster soldier for every 18 seconds cooldown. 4 soldiers in total. Soldiers attack get 0.9% for every attack. For every 1% cooldown, up to 50%. Soldiers shield 60% of Oyster soldiers HP. Defense 30% resistance, knockback, flying, crit boost, and crit boost damage. It's a lot. That is a lot. An incredible cookie. Very, very incredible cookie. Lots of stuff here. So again, soldiers get attack for every -1% cooldown, up to 50%. Huge. Keep that in mind. Soldiers for every 20% cooldown, up to 4 oysters in total, and all these other things. So a lot to unpack there, cookies, and one of the reasons why you're seeing this in the PvP, particularly if you watch my shorts, all those things, other episodes here on the channel, we talk a little bit more about this, some of these changes in detail. So that is a lot, and awesome nonetheless, because now we have this cookie and we can use it. And we're going to go into the topping guide. So here's what we got going on in the toppings. You want to be on 5 chocolates. Yes, that is right. The Swift chocolates for you here, reducing that cooldown. We talked about that. We saw some of the advantages about that as well. So this is certainly what you want to be on. When we break this down even further, the reason why you're on 5 is you want to get that 5% cooldown. Now, additionally, when we break it down into bonus effects, we like to think about tier 1, kind of tier 2, and tier 3. Again, absolutely want the cooldown. Additionally, what I like on this cookie is additional HP damage resist, just for some survivability, so it's not totally squishy. Good attack, good HP, and good defense is always nice as well. Then everything else kind of falls into that bottom bucket. So that's how you want to be thinking about these bonus effects and when it applies to Oyster Cookie. But let's go ahead and look at the 5 that I have here. We got cooldown. That's great. Amplify buff, meh. Attack speed, meh. Attack speed, meh. Debuff resist, meh. Defense, meh. It's all right. Attack speed, crit resist, HP. Lots of survivability. Here we go. Crit resist, cooldown, nice. Attack, okay. And then another cooldown, crit resist, and attack. So in terms of kind of 1 out of 10 here, I'll give it maybe a 5-6. We got good cooldown, but all the other things on it aren't great. So certainly areas of improvement for this, but a great way for you to think about how to get your Oyster Cookie topped and get the toppings moving forward for yourself. So that is Oyster Cookie. That's the topping breakdown. let's go ahead now and take Oyster Cookie out with the team and go have some fun and showcase this particular cookie. All right, 829 is the one I enjoy. Let's go ahead. We'll pull out edits. We'll grab Oyster in here. We'll put Oyster in for the team so you can see it's actually became middle because we got these ones in the back, which is great. We'll go into it here. All right, so we're on no auto, no fast, because we want to show exactly how this is going to work. So here we go with our team. Boom, look at that. Super powerful. We can see all the crit damage, all the crit percent up. So this can make some real nasty nukers. Keep that in mind. Look at this. 17 seconds, so still in the cooldown. Lots of damage from those. All right, so we'll clear this and we'll use it on the final boss. All right, here we go. Oh, lots and lots of damage. Very impressive Oyster Cookie. She is not one to mess with. That is for sure.
Another successful venture.
So, cookies. That is today's topping guide and the episode here. We broke down Oyster Cookie. We gave the background on Oyster Cookie, some other things and content for you that you can check out here on the channel. Additionally, broke down the topping guide for you, took Oyster Cookie out for a stroll with the team, showed how this move skill set works here. Might of House Oyster. Again, we had that 17 seconds, but wasn't cooldown. Is what it is. But very awesome nonetheless. If you got questions, if you got comments, there you go. You could always check out the story as well. Fun one there for you. I haven't covered that before, but you can check it out. If you got questions or comments, do let me know. Appreciate your support as always, cookies. Thank you. Great ways to stay connected here. Love to hear your feedback. And we'll see you again soon. We do tons of these, lots of shorts and all kinds of things here on the channel. So take care, stay safe, enjoy Oyster Cookie, and wish you the best of luck and stay on top of that meta. Take care.